What's up guys, Johnny here, welcome back. Today I got some brand new batteries that I'm out here to check out. I'm out here at the field. I've just set up the MultiGP Global Qualifier. It's sort of a standard track that a lot of people are familiar with. You know about how it works, how it runs. You'll understand the times that I'm running, so I thought it'd be a good way to test out some of the things I got today. The main thing I'm checking out is the Tattu R-Line 1300 3.0 series battery. So these are brand new, have not ran them yet, but what I've done is I've actually got 4 of them. So what I decided to do is I took 2 of them, I cycled them 4 times, which is recommended by Tattu, and took 2 of them and didn't cycle them at all. I'm gonna see if there's any difference out here that I notice as I'm running them. You know, does one perform better than the other? And I'm also gonna do an update long term. Did one perform better than the other? Did one last longer? Just, you know, put this topic to bed. Does cycling your batteries actually help? Full disclosure, I don't believe it does, but I'm willing to give Tattu the benefit of the doubt, try what they recommend, and see how it holds up. So anyway, I'm gonna get these quads set up. I'm gonna run these batteries second to make sure I'm warm. I wanna make sure that when I put these batteries on the track first time, I'm ready to go. So therefore, I'm gonna stick to my older batteries and try those first. So far, the GNB 1250 has probably been my favorite battery on this track. It does have some sag, but it does perform pretty well. Total flight time on this track is about 1 minute and 15 seconds on average with one of these non-HV, maybe 1 minute and 10 non-HV. And it sags down below 21 pretty fast. But I did check the internal resistance. It's about 5 milliohms on this one. Brand new, this one's about 3 milliohms, so hopefully it performs a little bit better. But anyway, let's get those quads fired up. Let's hit this track and see how it does. Alright, it is really tough flying out here today. It's just so damn windy. I actually had a PVC on a gate, the one that's holding up the flag that you do the spin around. It actually got so windy it snapped that PVC. I had to put some support wires to keep that thing up. But it's just been tough. The big gates have been falling over, and just I'm noticing in certain spots. I mean, if you can just see it back, man, let's see if I can show that. It's just ridiculous back there. Let's see. Oh, and now it stopped, but I mean, it is just ridiculous out here. The gates are leaning way over. I had one of the gates, the PVC snapped, it was leaning so far over. The tall gates keep getting blown down. So it's just slowing me way down on this course. So not quite the sort of laps that I'd like to be doing, but that's all right. I'm sort of getting used to it. I'm using my standard quad right now, getting about 1 minute 40 on my GNB 1250 packs. Bringing down around, you know, 5.60 per cell, probably resting. You know, doing all right. So getting consistent 14-second laps is about where I'm at. Again, a little slower than I'm used to, but it's so windy, I can't fly quite the way I want to. Anyway, I also brought out some other special things to try out. I have right here the Evan Turner motors. So these are the Hyperlight 2207.5 1922 kV. Trying to use all that kV, just go a little bit faster, see how it does out here. I tried it at first and it was so windy I was having a hard time, but now that I'm a little warmed up, I'm gonna try it again, see if I can get through on these packs, and if that works all right, then I'm gonna try out the Tattus, see if it does a little bit better, flies a little longer, pulls a little harder, but we're gonna check it out. right, so the Evan Turners are actually feeling pretty good. They're a little bit warm out here on the track, but nothing that's too concerning. You can hold them no problem, just you feel them more warm than my 1750s usually do. That's probably to be expected, but I probably need to tune a little bit more as well. Anyway, it's starting to feel okay. I'm getting consistent 14-second laps, which again is not ideal for me, but in these sorts of wind conditions, I'm just going to take it there. So I'm seeing about a minute and 20 about on the GMB 1250s on flying this track with those motors. They're a little bit more amp hungry than the 1750s, which is exactly what I expect from a higher kV. But anyway, it's time to try out those Tattu batteries on these 1922 kV motors. How do they handle? They have a little bit more punch, a little bit more go, to have more flight time. Let's try it out. All right, I flew a little bit slower than I've been flying before, just it felt a little bit different. I flew about a minute and 40, minute 35, and I had a crash. So roughly about the same flight time, but I actually brought it down to the 3.4 volts per cell. So that was not on purpose, that was not good. But I think what that tells me, and I could feel it too, is I was getting noticeably more punch out of the Tattu pack, but it's a brand new pack for a cycle, so it's kind of to be expected. But anyway, just gonna run through the other 3 of my Tattus, make sure it seems consistent, try to push a little bit harder, see about how flight time goes, and maybe I can start getting faster laps instead of slower laps. All right, so that was my 4 Tattu packs I just ran through. They're definitely the 4 best feeling packs I've been running out here all day. The least amount of sag, the most amount of punch, that's what I'm looking for. Same flight time as everything else, about a minute and 25, maybe a minute 30 if I push a little bit farther. But I'm going about 365 per cell, so I don't want to push any further than that. What I would say though is I'm having an issue with desyncs out here with the Evan Turner 1922 kV motors. When I get home, I'm probably going to switch this ESC over, change it up to be high demag compensation. Hopefully that's gonna stop the desinks. And that would really help me out here. I can tell that they have a little bit more grip at high throttle in the turns, and I think that's gonna help me do high, hard moves a little bit better, especially when the wind dies down a little bit. But so far, I'm just most used to my 1750 kV. So I'm gonna go through, charge up these Tattu packs, and start running them on 1750 kV. All right, all charged up, got my regular 1750 kV motors back on, ready to try out the Tattus again. Let's see how they do. What can I say, guys? Brand new packs, they just fly so good. Either that or these are really something special. So notice a huge difference out here on the 1750s especially, because that's what I'm used to, just running these packs versus my GNBs. The GNBs probably have 15 cycles on them so far, but these Tattus, that was my second cycle. And the thing that ends up happening is as you run them, they pull hard until you get to the very end, then you start seeing low battery, then you get to land right away. So, I'm flying the GNBs, I'm used to seeing low battery, low battery, low battery like the whole time, but right now with these Tattus, you can't do that. They're just pulling strong the whole way through. Just, you get a little bit more grip, a little bit more punch. I really like it. So the thing I'm gonna have to pay close attention to is as I do it, count the cycles, keep seeing how they go, and after 10, 15 cycles, they still pulling this hard. Man, do I hope so, because these packs so far, they probably pull the hardest out of any packs I've had, fresh 6S packs going. So far a big fan. I'm gonna run through them one more time out here today, and then we'll just catch up later and check out how they're doing long term. All right, guys, the sun is fast going down behind me. I just got the last charge of my Tattu batteries. Luckily, while the Tattu batteries were charging up, the wind died down a lot. And I'm starting to put in much, much better times. I actually had a 12.5 as my best lap there. But these GNBs, they're lasting about 1 minute, and they are sagging hard. Just halfway through the first lap, they're sagged down to 20 volts. It's just really rough flying them, but yet I still got that 12.5. So now that we got these Tattus freshly charged, their third cycle they've been on them, let's rip this track before the sun goes down and see if we can get our best lap of the day and see if they still perform strong even when the wind's not quite as strong. Let's try it out.
So now you better run. Fire at will. I am a cannonball shooting through the air. So come on, be still and fire at will. I keep a steady march and my heart beats like a drum. Come on, be still and fire at will. Give me your best shot. Fire at will. Give me your best shot. Fire at will.
All right, guys, the sun is basically gone behind me. I just finished up flying the third time with the Tattu batteries. They're definitely the best batteries I have. They definitely pull harder than everything else I have. They probably last a little bit longer than everything else I have. I'm getting about 1 minute and 15 seconds out here on this track. I didn't have my fastest lap with these. I didn't have the 12.5 that I had with the other ones, but I'm consistently fast with them now without the wind going. So 13 ones, 13 zeros, 13s twos, you know, they're pretty common now back to back to back on these Tattus. So I'm feeling really good about them. I want to see how they last. That'll be the real test, right? If after 15 cycles they still perform like this, it'd be absolutely amazing. Even if after 10 cycles they perform like this, they'll be amazing. So far, big fan, really like them. I can't imagine wanting to fly anything else just yet. But I'll catch back up with you when I get my 10-15 cycles, give you guys an update, let you know how they're performing, and we'll go from there. So anyway, guys, hopefully this was helpful to you. If you're considering these packs, let me know down below. If you liked them, dislike them. If you love the packs, you don't like them, you love Tattu, you hate Tattu, just let me know. Love to hear from you. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I am a